that? Leave all those rocks there?
Yeah, bro, you should see it from down there.
So the pond goes all the way
and the waterfall goes all the way down there.
Oh, just all this too?
All of this. It's waterfall.
I thought he was just doing that over there.
Probably some of the worst conditions I've ever worked through.
We will light up from the inside and it glows. It looks awesome.
It is day 2, it is raining, and we're the first guys here. I don't know where Greg and them guys are, but we just showed up here getting the machines fired up. We passed a truck of rock on the way in. Yesterday, we had almost no rock to work with, so Greg and the Aquascape guys took their Aquascape Isuzu dump truck and went out and got 4 boulders so we could at least begin working in some of the key boulders here into the pond. So we're gonna have to get this pond done today. Boulders in, filling, all that, beach area, skimming area. That's the focus for today, and then we'll be moving on to the stream. But to get this project done in time so that Shaq can see it on Thursday night, we've got to get this pond done. Right here behind me is the intake for the pumping system, which will pump that water all the way back up to the top of the stream up there. And we got a cool surprise for Shaq up there in the top corner of the stream. I didn't show you any of that yet, but Joey made something pretty special for him. This right here is a fire pit, and that was done yesterday. There's a wall over there for a nice vertical edge right off the edge of the pond. There's gonna be like a decomposed granite patio here. So it's promising to be an awesome job, but we're gonna get wet today. Hey! Oh! Oh, hang on.
These are for workers only.
Morning, sunshine.
How are you?
Good. You just put on the work boots now.
I wait till the last minute.
You bring the mandals the whole way to the job site. Is that a big enough of a coffee?
He's about like double the size.
Guys, check this out over here. That is awesome.
Oh yeah.
That's called innovation.
Yes, yes it is. Perfect. Keeps me dry, keeps my followers dry when I'm doing my Facebook videos.
That is hilarious.
Only thing is it does help with social distancing. These things are sharp, so watch it.
The dream team up there is arguing over where the boulders get set. Ed thinks it should come down that way from the left side, come down through there. Jack definitely thinks it should be something different.
I see that brain going. Like, how can I complicate this today? Let's do a scene. Why don't we just scene this? This seems to be a good idea.
What are you doing, Brian?
We're gonna cut a ledge in.
We got paint.
You're drawing. So what's going on over here, Jack?
We're making our transition out of the pond. We're actually going to carry a deep stream in this section right here, about like 4 or 5 inches deep. That's going to be a cool transition because you're going to have that pond water coming in up in here, where the fish could actually go in this area, even though it's going to be shallow. Then we're going to have a waterfall feeding that, like a small drop. And Bernie made a really cool bridge, so we're going to probably have the bridge span that transition.
Yeah.
And then from there we can go up the hill and get to our wetland filter.
Yeah, that's great. I like that. We are about 2 hours in, and it's pretty much not let up raining ever since we started. We got Alan and Jack working over there setting. We got Alan and Jack over there working on setting boulders in. John and a couple guys are working on doing a nice piece of driftwood right there behind that wall. There's machines and rocks. There's machines and rocks everywhere. We're still unloading that first truck of rocks out by the road, basically as fast as they can bring the pallets in. We're setting them into the pond. So despite all the weather, and all the setbacks. The other thing is our gravel truck that was delayed yesterday and then promised to be here at 8 a.m. this morning got delayed again because of the rain. So we're still working without any gravel, but despite all the setbacks, I'd say we're making pretty good progress, and it looks like we will hopefully be able to finish this pond up today. How's the weather in there, Jack?
It's getting a little chilly with the AC on.
It looked like it was just going to be a few random showers, but this has straight up been downpour for the last 2 hours. It's plans are out the window. We're doing what we can to keep moving forward. Okay, I switched to the GoPro. Hope you guys can hear me. I just can't run the other camera. We are working on this wetland right here. You can see the vaults installed over there and the 4 3-inch lines heading up through. Brian and I are just working on rocking this thing in, so switch your time lapse. Guys, this is like worst case scenario. We have been getting hammered with rain all day. Material's showing up late, but hey, let me give you a little tour, show you what's going on around here. So right over there is the treehouse from Treehouse Masters. We got like a fire ring that's actually partially right, well, it's right on the edge of the pond that John Adams is filling in with gravel right now, prepping it for the gas work that's gonna go in there. Looks like Brian and Jeff are over there they're just kind of chilling. You guys doing anything? We've been pushing off the mud because there's been just like 6-8 inches of pure applesauce all over this whole job site like that. So it's a challenging working situation for sure, but we did get this pond. I mean, this pond it's coming together. It's gonna get done today. We have some cool walls there with vertical edges. Chris and Nick have been working on finishing those walls up right over there. This over here is the intake bay. We got the pumping system in here. We got 4 9PL pumps, which should give us somewhere, probably a little bit over 15,000 gallons of flow up here in the stream. You can't see much right now because it's all covered with liner and underlayment, but up here is where the wetland filter is. Jack and Alan and Joey have been working up here all day, all afternoon on the waterfall. And right up there where they're digging now is going to be the very top, the very beginning of the stream. And Joey, the guy right there, has a pretty cool surprise for Shaq that he did this custom-made thing with one of the Aquascape spheres. Hey, Ronald. Tell us a little bit about what's been going on all day today so far, until like about half an hour ago.
It rained.
You jackwhacking. Oh my goodness. I love you anyway, Chris.
It rained all day. Oh, no, not quite all day. There was at least 2 30-minute segments where it didn't rain at all, but it rained somewhere between lightly to extremely much, a lot, mostly very much saturated, almost flood, kind of diluvian.
Probably like 2 inches of rain, I bet.
It was a lot of rain, which then proceeded to run into the pond, under the pond, as can be seen by the bubbled liner beneath me here, and everywhere else. So we did the practical thing, which was got wet and muddy. Oh, thank you for that. Don't believe anything he says.
So what's your favorite feature on this pond build so far? Like
the gravel. I've pretty much spread all the gravel in the pond myself, so
that's your favorite feature?
No, a lot of cool stuff going on. We actually got this giant, behind you, fire pit retaining wall area with recessed lights and jets built right into it. The beach area isn't really my favorite yet because it's not done, but it's gonna be cool. And the waterfalls I haven't helped with at all, so I doubt they're gonna be nice. But, you know, you have to do what you have to do.
Just go ahead and roast Jack, it's okay.
Yeah, well, it's not like they're bad people, it's just they're not very good at what they do, you know?
What's up, Weston?
Give me an update.
I'm soaked down to my underwear. How's that for an update? It is, we're getting somewhere. It's slow going because we just got dumped on by rain today. The pond's looking really good. I think you're just about done with the intake, right?
We're gonna button this up over here, then we're gonna throw in some small gravel, double check all of our edges, and we'll have this done before we leave tonight.
Our wetland filter is just about finished. Right now we're working on digging for the top pooling areas where the spheres are gonna go. Once that's in, we're having a problem. We have a pipe shortage right now, and we're trying to figure that out. End of day, nobody's open, so we don't know how we're gonna handle that. But hey, we're still happy.
Welcome to the life of a pond builder. You gonna read off a scroll or something? What do you know, it's 6 o'clock and it's actually clearing up a bit. We were working on, Joey.
What are we working on?
Yeah, tell us a bit about this thing.
We're working on the Shaq sphere.
The Shaq sphere.
Yeah.
So what'd you do with it? How'd you make it?
We cut out this large sphere, Aquascape's large sphere, decorative fountain, and did some of the stonework to replicate what they have done on the outside of the sphere. And Shaq's is, so I had a acrylic transparent created that we will light up from the inside and it glows. It looks awesome. I think Dan needs a lot of credit for this though. Kind of his idea in the first place, you know?
It's pretty awesome. We gotta cover it before we leave tonight so he doesn't see it. What are you doing, Jack? Covering that up?
Yeah, so Shaq hasn't seen this yet. We don't want him to see this until we're all finished. It's gonna be part of the reveal. So I think I mean, Joey did a fantastic job with it. It was a great idea. And I think the way it's positioned now, like coming up the driveway, the first thing you're gonna see is that Superman sign. It's gonna be pretty wild.
We are doing some foam in here to direct the water around some of these rocks we have setting in here on the upper section of the stream. So what we just got done doing, you see those two lower flatter boulders there along the edge of the stream? We want the water to actually kick out around them. That's not very good pointing, it's reverse. Out around them like that. But the stream bed itself is like 15 feet wide here. So to achieve that, what we have to do is foam all along the bottom of these boulders so that we don't get any water going down through underneath the bottoms of these boulders. We want the water to go out around it to get that lateral motion in the water's flow. So I just got done foaming all this off. So instead of the water flowing through there, it'll actually block it up there, which will force the water to flow around the point of that boulder and on down further into the stream. It is pretty much the end of day 2. We are just working on some details here throughout the stream. Joey's working on these spheres up here, and we got a cool surprise for Shaq underneath this white curtain. but you're gonna have to stick around for part 2 to see that. Just gonna wrap this video up right here. Thanks for watching. Leave me any of your questions down below in the comments, and we will see you in part 2.